welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. The Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Yeah, Boog, the only negative here today is that the series is going to come to an end. As fun as it's been, I wish it could go on a few more games. And the way these teams have battled each other, and with some of the amazing moments we've seen in getting to this point, I think we're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Hard to imagine it won't be a classic, Siggy. I'm ready to see what surprises are waiting for us. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Brandon Woodruff.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Ready to go now? So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Next offering is fouled back. This one smacked out to left center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's Adam Frazier. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Acuna now. Singing Game 5 an elimination spot, and the spotlight is focused on this guy.
Everybody looks to the star players in big games like this, and this is what you get paid for. Time to come through.
Next offering is fouled back. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's Austin Riley. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, Austin Riley is one of those guys that has a lot of barrels, usually amongst the tops in the league in average exit velocity year in and year out.
Struck him out looking. Braves strand 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, starting on the mound in this one, Michael Lorenzen.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Now a blooper back behind short. Takes it in for the out. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit. And now a two-out opportunity for Max Muncy.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit harder.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Happ on his way home. He will score, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Here comes a pitch. Popped up right side. Albies on his way over. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 2 and the Braves nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Ozzie Albies.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And 1 away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
The wind of the pitch. In the air, right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Braves go down quickly here, and they're down 2-0. Bottom of the second, and now Bader up to the plate. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And there's a strike.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error.
Lays out and makes the play.
Batting 9. The first baseman, Brandon.
And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Brandon Drury to the plate. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Not in time. He's safe.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hit hard, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The batter, number 7.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Now a screamer into the outfield. And no one can get there. It falls in. 1 run is in. Oh, the throw is over his head. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run.
Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fly ball center field. Harris racing after it. Racing makes the catch. That is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We play 2 full. It's the Cubs 4 and the Braves nothing. Here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Away to kick the pitch. And now it's even up. Lifted in the air out to left. Happ moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 9, the catcher.
So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one out in front that time. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Next to hit, Michael Harris. Next offering is in for a strike. That's ripped to right down the line. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Murphy around third. Play it home. He's safe. It's 4-1.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Next is the designated hitter, Adam Frazier. One away with a runner at third. Got him. Snap throw behind the runner.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One and two now on Acuna. He goes down looking. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now 4-1. And now it's Max Muncy, doubled in his first AB.
The third baseman.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The catcher, number 9.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And here it comes. To third, might be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Olsen. That's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. Next offering is foul back. And a pitch. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison.
And stepping in is the speedy Harrison Bader. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Softly hit to third. Zips it across, and Bader is set down. And that is the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. On to the fourth, and the batter now, Austin Riley. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Late on that fastball.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Second baseman, Aldi.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And a pitch. And now 2-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Vaughn Grissom, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Riley stands at first with one out. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Matt Olson. When you think about the best defensive first baseman in the game, Olson is certainly in the conversation. He's won multiple Gold Gloves over there, and it seems like he picks everything.
One of those guys that the infielders love because he makes that third baseman, shortstop, and second baseman even better, saving those errors.
The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. One left for Atlanta, and they trail it 4-1. And welcome back. Here's Cody Bellinger.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
And he deals. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one hammered center field. Harris reaching back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico.
So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Nico Horner. 1 for 2. The 3-1. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Tyler Matzik, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Hit in the air, right field. Acuna on the run. Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. It's the Cubs 4 and the Braves 1. Back here at the friendly confines. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Marcell Ozuna. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Kicks and deals. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Nice grab on the run. 1 down.
The batter, the catcher.
Here's Sean Murphy. Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Got it by him for the K.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And the Braves go down quietly. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back. And now Ian Happ.
Happ, a switch hitter, it can be challenging for guys at the big league level to maintain a good swing from both sides of the plate. Clearly, he's got more pop from the left side, but in 2022, the right side was respectable as well. You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The pitch. That's a laser base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Harris going back some more, and it bangs off the top of the wall. Across is the runner from first. It's 5-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Tyler Matzik gets the ball now. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 68, Tyler Matzik.
Danny Jansen, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And a 1-1. In the air right field. Acuna has it sized up. And he makes the catch. Runner tags up for third. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder,
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and they get the out. Harrison Bader, the next Cub to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Ground ball up the middle. To first, and he beats it.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Two one now. And a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
In the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 6 and the Braves 1. Back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Adam Frazier.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bader makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. But Brandon Woodruff won't go any further. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Adbert Alzolay comes on now,
and he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here, and that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
The 1-1. Ripped to short. Oh, the throw is wild.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one in the air center field. Bader sizing it up, and that ends the inning. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Braves 1. Now at the plate, Brandon Drury.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The 2-2. Now one missed. Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That one felt good, and they add on. It's 7-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. The pitch. Line drive. Makes the grab, one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Dansby Swanson stands in, 1 for 3.
Dansby Swanson, this is a guy who kind of had a target on his back. #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt. People were expecting a whole lot, comparing him to Derek Jeter.
On the ground, out to short. Throw to first is in time, and Swanson is set down.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Next pitch is inside, and the count is 3-1. Two down, nobody on. In for a strike, and it's a full count. The pitch. Up the middle. Albies over to first in time. Inning over. Cubs tack on another with a solo jack. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. This is the National League Division Series on the show. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in, Vaughn Grissom.
The shortstop, Vaughn Grissom.
And a pitch. And 2-1 is high.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
To kick the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Matt Olson goes deep, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Here's a high chopper. Corner to first. Play is made. 2 out.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And a pitch. Set down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's 7-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hector Neris.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Right-hander kick steals. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Danny Jansen will hit next. The 1-1 comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That smash towards center. And makes the grab. And there's one away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Fly ball down the line. Makes the grab on the run. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Man at first, Harrison Bader, the next Cub to hit. The 1-1. On the ground to the left. Grissom. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Braves 2. Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 now. High in the air out to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Adam.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Adam Frazier. Next offering is foul back.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Right-handed reliever. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that's ball 4.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next pitch misses. 3-1 now.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Austin Riley. Frazier on second. Acuna at first. 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Frazier around third. One run is in. Swanson with a relay home. Not in time. He's safe as 2 runs score on the play.
Making some noise here. 2 RBIs on that swing, and they're right back in it. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second with 1 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Out to short. Swanson. And Albies is retired.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And next for Atlanta, Vaughn Grissom.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Hack snags it on the run. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 7-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Duffy.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Bellinger up to hit.
Leading off for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
One and 2 now. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
So man aboard, Brandon Drury digs in now. He's already homered in this game. Out towards right center field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Ball to strike. The pitch. On the ground, could be 2. To second, that's 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. The 5th and final game moves to the 9th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Braves 4.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Muncy should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20,
Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. 9th inning elimination game. Chris, it's a tall task. They're going to need a crooked number to tie this game up.
Yeah, and they just have to remember that they have had many innings over the course of the year where they've scored more runs needed than they need in this one. So just relax, get your pitch, and make something happen.
And now it's 1 and 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Murphy started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Bounce back to the mound. And that chance handled, and he's safe at first.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. And that's too high. Lifted in the air, right center field. And the Cubs move 1 step closer to a championship. They're headed to the NLCS.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations, guys.